One of the plants is this one. It's the most Susipican that I got at Lowe's, and it's new, and I guess the birds like it too because it has a nest. They laid a nest on that one. I'm just a little bit concerned because these white hooks are stronger than anything, and these brown ones are a little bit strong, so I hope it's gonna stay. It's been here for like a couple weeks already, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good. I always do a pull test. It should be fine, but the plant's not really heavy. This is plastic, it's very lightweight. That is crazy. Beautiful day though. And then the other nest is in this one. But damn it. Hey Plenty friends, welcome back to another new Plenty video. Valentino wants to say hi, so he's saying hi right now. Today I'm gonna give you guys a Plenty haul. I love to do these kind of videos. I show you all of the plants that I got throughout this month. Today is March the 1st. Happy March 1st to all of y'all, or happy March. And February was a month that I was trying not to go too crazy because the previous month I went crazy on houseplants. I spent a lot of money. It was a beautiful haul though. Like, we had so many gorgeous plants and they're still here. They're doing pretty good. And I told myself to not to go too crazy, which I honestly didn't. I ended up counting. There's 17 plants that I got last month, and 5 of them are gifts from my boyfriend, the month of love. And the others are plants, majority of them I got for clearance, which is pretty fun. So I guess when I get straight into it, this is one that I just recently got. He's gonna start me on, y'all. Like, that's just Valentino. He's a very vocal cat. I ended up getting this beautiful variegated cast iron plant from Lowe's literally recently. You can kind of see how gorgeous and variegated it is. It was for $12.98 and there was one left. I'm trying to show y'all this leaf. It's like I did ended up shining the foliage, so it's kind of hard to like show you the variegation, but look at that. Super beautiful. One thing that I learned about this plant as I was doing research is they like to be treated like snake plants. They don't like a lot of light and they can handle low light conditions, which is why they would be awesome for as a house plant, because you know, this is usually people grow this. I mean, this was sold as an outdoor plant, so that was really cool to find a variegated cast iron plant. And this is a really cool plant. I have it in this planter because I had it bottom watering, and it's been in water for a couple weeks already. And I know I just found some lacewing eggs. Do y'all see that? It has multiple. You see those little dangling thingies? Those are lacewing eggs. That is so cool. Now I don't know if they're gonna survive, but that's awesome. I hope they can be happy and like live pretty good in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lacewing eggs, and I did clean the foliage. I guess I didn't clean the bottom of this one, or maybe they're that strong. I probably just didn't clean the leaf correctly, like the back of it. And that's cool that I did it because like there's little lacewing eggs on the back of the leaf. Do y'all see that? Little white dots. That is so cool. I hope they can be happy and survive. I'm really curious. But this is a really beautiful plant. I have it under a grow light, even though it can handle light conditions. I want it to get really big. So I guess I'm gonna start showing you the plants that my boyfriend got me. He ended up getting me this beautiful alocasia, and this one we got it from HEB for $12.98. And it's on this can thingy. I'm using it as a cash pot, and it's doing a pretty good job. Water's not leaking, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants all in one. And I'm gonna just leave it like that. I want it to get super duper big, and I know these lids can get pretty massive, so that's super duper cool. I usually kill alocasias, but I feel like this one's pretty hardy. I do check this plant all the time, making sure there is no pests or spider mites, because I feel like alocasias are pretty popular with the spider mites and other pests. So I have it near the kitchen, and it's putting out a new leaf. Can y'all see that? Well, it's doing really good. And I like it because like every morning I see like water droplets out of all my plants. This one does it the most. There's like little water droplets on the tip of the leaves, and it basically means it's pulling up the water to photosynthesize. It needs water, carbon dioxide, and light, and it's doing exactly that. So it's just such a pretty plant, and I cannot wait for it to get bigger, because these do get really, really big. This is like a little baby, and this is like a little premature baby. The little babies are super duper cute. And yeah, I make sure to keep it moist as well. The soil looks pretty good. It's not like peat moss. It actually has perlite and a good mixture. And I do see another acorn. You guys can see that, but it's like a little acorn poking out. That's how these alocasias produce little babies. So that's really, really cool. I like this alocasia a lot. And then we ended up going to this nursery called Green Gates, and I feel like I have more plants, but I'm pretty sure I got more than that. I honestly don't remember. I look at my plants and I see some plants that I feel like, that I got that this month or that I got it last month. It's still kind of fresh, but this is one of them. This is a beautiful Tradescantia in a nuke, and it's doing super duper good. I used to kill this plant. You would think it's an easy plant because it's a Tradescantia, and to some of y'all, it's probably doing super duper good under your care. But for me, for some reason, it always died on me. And then I did some research. They do not like having leaves underwater. So I have it under a saucer. They also do not like to dry out. And it's usually always sitting in some amount of water to make sure that it's staying nice and moist. And I do have it like right over there with the Soltec grow light, so it's getting some good light, and it has put out lots of new growths. Like this is still all fresh. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty how like variegated it is? Like such a pretty pinky plant. It did bloom, and I don't see no new shoots coming out of it, but after that it gave out this pretty one, which I think is gonna get ready to flower as well. It's such a pretty plant. It's kind of sad because like I tried so many times, but I think it's gonna do pretty good now. I think I figured out why was causing that. It's just the leaves would get like black and brown, they would get smooshy, and that was because there was water in them, like on the foliage, and this plant doesn't like it. Also, there'll be times when I wouldn't water it and it would dry out because I'm an underwaterer, and it would also go downhill because they like to stay nice and moist majority of the time. But it's such a beautiful, beautiful plant. I love the pink and the green stripes out of it, and it is supposed to be a really, really easy plant to propagate. It's not because I haven't propagated this one. I think I have, but it kind of like, it developed roots, but then it stopped growing. I wonder if it's because I moved it and it got in shock and it had to like establish again. So if that's the case, this is a really, really like sensitive plant, because Tradescantias are really, really easy. A lot of Tradescantias that I have, some are more easier than others, but they're usually pretty easy. This one tends to be a little bit like kind of picky. Like it has specific care that it wants to get whenever I take care of it, but it's super pretty, and I like the back too. It's like just really, really bright and saturated. And then he also got me this beautiful micans. I have it outside. I do have some cuttings, and out of all the cuttings that I have ever propagated, micans propagate super duper easily. Also this one and the other Tradescantia, they were for $5.99 I believe, so that's a pretty good price. But look at that, so pretty. Not much to show. It is dripping water because again I had it outside. Kind of crazy because we did have like a small little cold front, and I thought this plant was gonna go downhill. It was not that cold. It was like in the 50s, but these past days have been like in the 80s 70s and the 80s. Very nice weather. And then just to transition to like cold, I had my silver streak pothos, which is not in this list, but I'm gonna show it to you. And I knew this plant was gonna have some problems because it has, I don't know, and yeah, she got burnt. Out of all the plants in the balcony look really, really good. This is the only one that was mad, and I think it's because it was sitting in water. Like I think it was still very tender, but this is my silver streak pothos. That brown stuff is burnt from the cold. It was crazy. That was yesterday. Now it's a sunny, beautiful day, and it's gonna stay like that in the forecast. Like these next 7 days, it's gonna be nice and, well, not sunny, but it's gonna be nice and warm and part cloudy. Girl, my plants are like they're taking a hit, but this is, I checked all the plants twice. I checked them last night. That's why I brought this one back inside, and then I checked this morning. They all look amazing. Surprisingly, this micans looks really, really good considering it has very thin leaves. You would think it's kind of like fragile, but no, it's awesome, and it's doing really, really good. And I do have cuttings of this one, so I'm super duper excited to make another micans because I do want to have one inside. I have this one outside because I wanted to get as fast as I could, but I do want to have some plants inside, like the micans, because it's just so pretty, especially when it's vining and the light is hitting like on the sunset or the sunrise, like very like delicate sun rays. Like the UV rays are not too intense that it will scorch a plant. It glows and it's beautiful. And the next plant that he got me is this one. It's a little litops. They're also called living stones. I like to call them butts, but they're litops, aka living stones. Super duper beautiful, and it's only one and it's split into two. And from what I saw, I thought it was two plants, but no, you can kind of see how it was one, then two came out of it. Supposedly that's uncommon. It does happen, but it doesn't always happen. So wow, it's actually focusing really nicely, surprisingly. It's a really pretty plant, and it's just super cute. So I love this little baby. And then he got me these two massive plants, which I'll show you. These are from the flea market. The lady was selling them, I think, $15 each, which even then, that is still a crazy price. Or if you get two, it'll be $20. So instead of paying $30, he ended up paying $20 for this one, and I'll show you the other one. This is just a white butterfly cigonium, but it is so massive and huge. Like, it's massive and very bushy. And her plants are amazing because I was checking, I quarantined these plants and then I checked, and I didn't really saw no pest. Usually when you get plants coming from like a nursery or like the flea market, you gotta like take a little bit of extra precautions because people usually grow them. They sell them for pretty cheap, but they usually grow it in their backyard or like in, you know, something like that, or maybe they buy it from somewhere. It's not like in these big box stores. Like when they come to these big like Vergro, Coastal Farm, Urban Jungle, they have like a lot of techniques and a lot of things that they do to like make sure the plant doesn't have any pests. But yeah, this is really surprising. This was $10, and I have it sitting in this cash pot that I got from Walmart a long time ago. But it's beautiful, and I'm using it to like collect water. That's why I'm able to like water so many houseplants and keep them nice and hydrated. I used to be an underwater for super deep. I feel like I'm holding a baby. I used to be a huge underwaterer, but I'm slowly converting into an overwaterer. I have two plants that have been sitting in water for super duper long, and I had to like pull them out and dump out the water because I've been watering my plants too much. I'm giving them too much love. It's just they're doing super duper good, and a lot of them are doing amazing with it because like they're in grow light or they're getting natural sunlight, and I have my fans flowing all the time in my air purifiers, which circulates the air in the room a lot as well. And it tends to dry out the soil a lot faster. So as an overwaterer, I tend to drown these plants with water, and that's how I'm usually able to keep them alive. And then sometimes still is not enough of water because they take up a lot, or I guess I wasn't giving them too much water. But yeah, so now my plants are doing amazing, and I have two that I had to like pull out because they were sitting in water for too long, and I was like, okay, you're not picking it up as fast as I thought you would. But this is a beautiful plant. I love this gorgeous white butterfly cigonium. I have actually, when we put in the car, a leaf broke off and I have it propagating in water right now. I would love to get another one of these, but one thing that I learned about downsizing my collection is I used to like love a plant and I would want to have 10 of it. That's not a bad thing whatsoever, but for me, I realized that I love to have like, I feel like Pokemon. Like I like to have a variety of houseplants in my apartment, and I like to go ahead and like when my family comes over or when I do videos for you, I like to give you like a lot of different varieties, a lot of different options, a lot of different care. Like it's just super duper fun to have a lot of different varieties. And back then I used to fall in love with the Brazil philodendron, the Marver Queen pothos, and a lot of snake plants and cigoniums. I had a lot of my plants that were my favorite. I used to have like 10, or like not as dramatic, but like 5 of each. And when you started getting crowded with plants, it starts to becoming like a little bit like, okay, like, you know, one would be good enough. So this year for 2024, I mean, I still buy big plants. I think for me, when I buy big plants, I want it to be like either I love it, like a fiddly fig, but I need to know if I have a grow light for it and a spot, which I actually do. But I'll consider that. And then when I buy big plants, I want to make sure that they can handle the light conditions, because I don't have that many grow lights. And if it's a big plant, it's going to need a good source of light to like stay nice and luscious. And I want my plants to stay lush and to be happy. So I need to make sure that they're getting a lot of light. And I live in an apartment. I have south facing windows, but we don't get, I'm getting direct sunlight right now, but the sun is starting to change, and in the spring and the summertime, the sun doesn't come to the windows anymore for some dumb reason. Well, it's because they put a little roof in my unit, so I can't. It like doesn't come in, which sucks, but it's okay though. It's a lot better because before that, in our first apartment, like 3-4 years ago, it used to be a north-facing window, and that window was also, I think it was north, but there was a building right in front of it. There was only one small window in the bedroom. It was only one bedroom, one bathroom. And then in the living room, there was no windows, and it was just the balcony doors that were like windows, like glass. But again, there was a building. So all the plants that I had inside were either using like artificial light like this, like doesn't really like help, but I had my kitchen lights all the time on, and that kept my golden pothos still kind of happy. Like, you know, like office plants don't have any grow lights, but they use the lights from work, or the office. And then I had a lot of plants in grow lights, and I still use some grow lights to this day. Like the ones on top of the fridge, I just placed those plants last night, and I love that set of grow lights. But there's a lot of other amazing varieties out there. Like Amazon has like hundreds of grow lights, and there's, just look at the reviews. I can't direct you to one specifically because a lot of them, and I just saw Wall's friend's newest video. She did an amazing video about grow lights, and it's true, like a lot of these grow lights will put out cells. So yeah, like I'll recommend you a grow light A, but then B is gonna have a cell, but they're both equally as good. So just go on Amazon and look at the reviews and look at those cells, because they have a lot of cells and coupons to get some great grow lights. But yes, I need to make sure when I get a big plant, it can handle low light conditions, because I want a jungle, but I don't have that much light. So I need to have plants that can tolerate low light conditions, so I can sacrifice some and take turns, like once a month, and swap them. One will have some grow lights, and then the other one won't, and then within a month or two, I'll swap them when I move plants around, and I see like they need some light, then I'll give it the light, just to keep them happy and healthy. I hope that made sense, but whenever I buy plants, I always try to consider, especially now, light source and space. I have an order coming in that I placed like 2 weeks ago, and it's an unboxing that I'm really, really excited to do for you, because I got some really, really cool plants. Not a lot, but some really, really cool ones, and they're small. And I really want to get into that. And also, I'll get more into some of this stuff that I want to talk to you about. But yes, that's the white butterfly syngonium. And then the other plant, so he can only pay 20, which is an insane deal. It's this piece of leaf, which it is thirsty. I posted on Facebook, people are telling me your plant's thirsty. I'm like, yes, you are right. She is thirsty. But I have it in my bedroom. This is the only plant I have in my bedroom because it's the piece of leaf that can handle like lower light conditions. Again, I have south-facing windows in my bedroom, but the view, like if you know, like it's just the balcony. So like we don't get direct sunlight in the bedroom, but it does have very like medium, bright and direct lights, and that's enough for peace lilies. As a matter of fact, peace lilies, I learned this the hard way, and I thought I was smart, but no girl, like peace lilies really don't like direct sunlight at all. I think it can do like maybe 20 minutes, 30, maybe 1 hour, like sunset or sunrise UV rays, but peace lilies don't like, they don't like sunlight. They like indirect sunlight, not direct. Direct means like the sun is hitting, like the sun rays is hitting the foliage, and direct is the complete opposite. Like it's not, but it's bright. Yeah, they also love grow lights too. They're not strong. But yes, this is a beautiful piece of leaf. It's huge, and for $10, that's literally crazy. I have it on a basket that I got from Walmart, by the way. I love this basket a lot. It's amazing. It's like it holds the water. It has like a plastic liner. But this is the plants that my boyfriend got me. Very grateful. I feel like he got me more. He did got me some planters that I showed in a lot of the planty vlogs that I filmed like during that time. He got me a lot of amazing, beautiful planters, so I know that for sure. But I feel like he got me more plants. I mean, he does. But I thought that for February he got me more. Anyways, but that's still an amazing selection that he got me in. When I say got me, I mean like he paid for it. Like I picked all the plants, but he paid for it. And I'm just really, really grateful to have an amazing, supportive boyfriend. He's amazing. He's my sugar buncher. I'm gonna show you another plant that I got, and this is Monstera Skeleto, and I show this plant a lot, especially like the first week when I got it. I was showing it to y'all all the time because I was just so impressed and madly in love with it. It is doing so good. It has put out multiple leaves since I got it. And I thought I got this on January, but I got this on February. So last month, look how like, these are new leaves and it's putting out still, and look at this new leaf coming through. This one is brand new. Because when I got it, there were some like, this is how I got it. Like they were kind of damaged and not the best. But this plant used to be expensive, y'all. Like expensive. And the fact that they're selling it, and I got it for sale. And then I used some points that I had. So thank you so much for everybody that used my link whenever I do custom from unboxings. I get $10 off. I think it's $10 or $15, but I think it's 10. But I get some money back. I get, you know. It would be cool if I can like use like all the points to get like a complete plan, but that's not how that works out. But even then, $10 is amazing. And then they do have free shipping, I believe, on all their plans. I think they changed it to $50 or more. I gotta double check. But they put this plan on sale, and I only ended up paying $33 without shipping, like $33 and free shipping. Are you for reals? And a lot of people got some too. So that's really, really cool that a lot of people took advantage of it, because it's just crazy for like that price. I love to look at this plant. I do have it in a really good grow light, and I can kind of see the new leaf coming through. It just released this leaf like last week, and it's doing amazing. It has a lot of nodes that it's developing, so it's taking every inch of my body not to chop a leaf with the node and to propagate it, but I will, but not right now. I'm gonna let it to get a little bit bigger, and I know I told myself I was not gonna do that, but I really would love to have this one's gonna stay inside for sure, but I would like to have a cutting for outside. I would like to have it going against the balcony walls before I move out. And I'm gonna tell you guys something that I've been getting a lot of questions on, but yeah, so this is amazing. It's putting out this new leaf, and I'm madly in love with this plant. It's really, really cool. I feel like they are gonna go ahead and push these out in the big box stores, so y'all should be able to see these all like everywhere. They grow so fast in my apartment. I cannot imagine how fast it grows in their greenhouses. So awesome plant. Look at those illustrations. I was gonna say that yes, I am putting a lot of plants in the balcony, and I'm planning on adding more once the weather gets warmer. A lot of the plants that I'm adding, I want them to be propagations more than anything. They're gonna grow pretty fast. The sun is not gonna be hitting the balcony as it is right now, so they're all gonna get bright and direct light only. And I think 3/4 of all the plants in the balcony, I will give them away to family and on Facebook for free, because I don't want to bring any pests inside. So basically that's what I said. I want a lot of the plants that are in the balcony to be propagations more than anything, because I don't want it to hurt me that much. The reason why is because like they're gonna get big and luscious, and I don't know, we're gonna move out, girl. We're saving up money to move out. I love this apartment so much, so I'm enjoying every day being here. It's a huge blessing being in this apartment, but we're gonna move out at the end of the year, because our release ends on December the 31. That's when our release ends. And it would be nice if we can move out on November, but we have till December. So it doesn't get cold here in San Antonio, Texas until the end of December usually. So I can keep the plants outside. I don't gotta bring them inside the entire time. And what I'll do is I'll pick up the ones that I really, really, truly do love and adore, and inspect them, probably even repot them. We're gonna be in a house, so I can wash them off with the water hose. And then the other 3/4, I'm gonna just get them away for free. I'm gonna let everybody else know, like, hey, these were growing outside. So take a precaution when you take them in, like inspect them for like bugs or something like that you don't know. And I think that shouldn't be a problem since they will be free. But like, hello. But yes, I love a nice green jungle in my balcony. That's the only yard that I have that I can consider mine. It's a balcony with cement, but when you put a bunch of plants, it starts to feel like an oasis. And every year I do that, and it just, I love it. It heals my soul. Whenever I get overwhelmed, that's where I go to relax. And I'm really, really excited to do the same thing this year. But this year I want to focus more on propagating plants for the balcony than buying plants in the balcony. So love, love, love this beautiful Monstera Esqueleto. And in the beginning of summer, we'll see. Maybe like on April, I'll go ahead and chop a node and put it in soil and like leave it outside and propagate it like that. I think this plant will be so easy to propagate, I think so, because these nodes are just wild. Look at that. Isn't that so crazy? I love this plant a lot. All right, next up is this one. This one we got it for clearance. It's a beautiful orchid, and I did refresh the medium. It's still in this container. That's all I have as of right now. It has air going through here and here, but yeah, she's doing a-okay for right now. I'm not quite sure how much I paid for it. I think I paid like $18 for it, 15 possibly, but it came with this, so I think that was a pretty good deal. I like the ceramic a lot. Someone told me it's not the best for orchids. I 1000% can see that. They sell plastic orchid planters at Lowe's for like $3, something like that. I would love to put all of my orchids in that. Maybe not this one, which I'll show you later on too, which I got for clearance, because that's, my boyfriend got me that plant, so that's really, really special for me. But this one, I think I might put this orchid in one of those clear planters, because it's for orchids. It has a bunch of holes and it's pretty cheap and they're nice. So yeah, but as of right now, she's in a chill over here. It's kind of cute. She did flower, but I cut off the flower, and I know you can still make it flower, but I want this plant to produce nice roots and grow. I don't want it to stress too much about flowers unless she really wants to put them out. But it's a really, really pretty orchid, and since Valentine's ended, I saw so many Lowe's flooded with orchids in the clearance section. I think for orchid collectors, like that's like the best time to go and buy orchids, because, well, for anybody, but there was a lot of orchids on clearance. I know it was cool. I like seeing that. I like seeing a lot of, because they were healthy. Majority of them were really, really healthy. It's just the flowers were spoused out. But yeah, so here is this one. This is my donkey tail, and it is very dry, but I know for sure, see how dry it is? I want to remove this medium that's it's in, and give it some cactus soil. But right now, let me just let it chill over here, because I don't want this plant to die on me. It's doing really, really good right now. I'm not gonna water it until these leaves it's getting a little bit squishy, until they get nice and wrinkly. That's how I know when it's ready to get a good drink up. I love donkey tails. It's called Sedum Donkey Tail Burrito. Love. And these are also really, really fun to propagate. Usually when they get massive, you pick it up and these little leaves start to fall off, but they're perfect for propagating. You put them like in a tray and you put it where it's humid. You maybe mist them like once a week, and then little babies start pushing out in the leaves. It's the most adorable, cutest thing. And when I got this one and had it, actually I'm gonna get it right now for you, but it's just such a cool one. And I think I paid like $5.98. Not bad, and I like it. I really wanna, that's gonna stay inside with me. But I would love, why I say that, but no, I have some that I'm propagating. I'm probably gonna place those outside and let that become into a thing. So let me get it right now for you. Okay, I lied. I ended up finding 3 more plants that I forgot to mention. There was one that I told you that my boyfriend got me from that garden center for Valentine's. And then there's 2 other ones that I got, and I literally just mentioned it. But here are the little cuttings that I'm propagating. See, this is a leaf that it came with one already developing. Can you see that right there? It looks like a little mini version. And then I got 3 other leaves that I wanted to propagate, because I want this to become into like its own little thing. And look what's happening. The leaf is getting like wrinkly, but it has an air root developing. Or a root developing, like, oh my gosh. It's just super cool. Let me check the other ones. Yes, there's little babies. Oh my God, those, I want to show you so bad, but it's just so tiny. It's so tiny. Valentina's freaking out. Can y'all see that? Y'all see the little bumps right in the little root? Ah! I love, succulents are so cool. I'm gonna be so gentle. I don't want it to hurt it. And the other one has the same thing too. I see more roots than anything, but that is this is such a cool plant. It's such a cool plant. I have it under a grow light, so obviously like I think it's gonna do even better because it's feeling all that light. This makes me happy. This literally made my day. This is a key point of my day. I really didn't know. I haven't checked for like a week, and I only watered it once. I might need to go ahead and water it again. I might do it once a week and see what's up, but I'm gonna have some free ones. I can make some for my mom. That is so cool. Okay, so there's a plant that my boyfriend got me too, and I didn't find it because I literally repotted it when the second he got it for me. And he also got me this planter from the flea market. Look at this beautiful planter. Trader's Village. Believe it's Trader's Village. Where he got it from. There's a lady, it's pretty established. She has a lot of planters. So if you want to get one of these and you're in San Antonio, Texas, that flea market that has like little tachitos, like 3 colors, it's there. You'll find her. She's amazing. Love. I think it's her and her husband. But I got this one. This is a lipstick pagoda. So, y'all told me what it's called, but I forgot. I ended up botching it. I ended up chopping it because I want to propagate it. And I haven't checked the cuttings yet, but I do see it branching out. So that's really, really exciting. And it's such a beautiful, I think it's a lipstick plant. I'm pretty sure it's a lipstick plant. It's such a beautiful lipstick plant. Okay, I have one in the very back over there. The one that's vining, that. It's flowering, and I actually even propagated that one as well. I think we did in a video. And they're getting nice and firm. So I know something's happening, and I'm gonna give one to my mommy, and then I'm gonna put the other one outside because I told you I want to put plants outside that I propagated. So love lipstick plants. I think they're beautiful. I know that Costa Farm sells this is also for like $6, I believe, the plants. So beautiful, love the colors. I believe Costa, what they do, they sell a they sell these, the variegated mini lipstick plants. Hardly ever they look variegated, but every now and then you can find one that are really like variegated, and they're beautiful. So down the line, I would like to get one of those too. I like lipstick plants because they look like Hoyas a little bit from a distance, and they flower for me a lot easier than a Hoya. Lipstick plants would flower if you give it like a grow light. Hoyas, you really need to give them a lot of light and fertilizer. For me, I've never made a Hoya bloom. I had one that bloomed twice, but it was outside and I was cheating. I was using a lot of light and it was very humid. It was like in the springtime. I think, no, it was in the summer. It was very bright, it was very hot, and it was very humid. And it bloomed for me twice. But these lipstick plants, I can have it inside. I give it a good grow light, any grow light, and it would bloom for me. So love lipstick plants. Hoyas are cool too, but yeah. All right. So there's this one too. I got this Manjula, and she's thirsty. I have it in a cash pot, $7.98, and I got it because it's cute little mohawk. Look at that, this little fan. It's such a cool thing. I just love that it did that. The new leaf does not have that, so it's not like it's stable. I wonder if I propagate that thing, if it would. I don't know. That'd be so cool, right? If it does. Imagine a plant that does this on each leaf. Isn't that so cool? It has even variegation in it. Wow. Such a beautiful plant. I love this beautiful leaf too. It's a Manjula regardless. I love me some Manjula, so I'm not mad. I got another Manjula. Even though I have some that I'm propagating, and Manjulas propagate so easily in sphagnum moss. They just take a hot minute to grow, but once you give them everything they need and they're established, they like grow like pretty crazy. Next up is this one. This is a variegated bear paw. I did end up repotting this one in some cactus soil, and I have watered it once when all the leaves were dirty because I repotted it pretty aggressively. Here's an update. She or he or it looks a lot better. Look at that. I think I'm gonna do a good job. Probably just jinx it. I'll knock on something, but it's okay. I have it on a grow light, and it's on a nice cactus medium, a succulent medium, both of them, and a terracotta so the roots can breathe and it dries out pretty fast. And I'm gonna water it. I mean, people tell me to water when the leaves get like squishy. This is a little bit squishy. This one's nice and firm. So it feels like I'm giving it like a high five. High five. Such a cute plant. I love. Alrighty, so those are the plants that I forgot to show y'all. I'm gonna show you these other ones. Well, I'll show you these other 2 orchids. I had them watering on yesterday's video. I already dumped out the water. They were sitting in water, but here they are. Look at those nice roots. The brown ones, I'm gonna chop those off pretty soon. I just didn't want to do when I was watering it, but I'm gonna clean this plant up. This is a Vandal orchid. Usually you can just grow them like this, and they'll do a really, really good job. Here is the leaf, and it does have a name tag. I'll show it to you right now. I got it for clearance. Vanda Pit Perecha Sakura. Girl, that sounds like a spell. It's such a, I think it was a purple flower. So really, really cute. I just love how Vanda orchids grow. They put out these beautiful, like long 2D looking leaves, and the roots are so cool. I just have to go and clear that off, and then I put it on my grow lights against the wall because there's a lot of light hitting the walls, and it's a waste of light. There's a lot, yeah. I thought yeah, I have it against the wall because orchids would do really, really good with some good grow lights, and I want it to do good. Here's my other one. This is another orchid. This is a plant that my boyfriend got me a long time ago, and it's my I'm not gonna, because I already said it so many times, but it's my lucky planter. And I ended up repotting it with this one, with this new orchid that we got. It also flowered, but I cut it off and I watered it. Still has a little bit of flappy, but these new leaves are nice and firmer than how they were before. And yeah, it's just, I have it in this cute little thingy. I kind of forgot how much I paid. I think it was for like $8, which is not bad for an orchid. And now I have 3 orchids in my, that's a lie. I actually have 4 orchids in my collection. I have these 3 that I got recently. And then I have my old one, which is like 4 years old. So, or 3 years old. I think it's about to be 4 with this year. But yeah, so orchids are cool. I'm not an orchid expert, but I'm always down to learn and get more experience out of these plants. Alrighty, we have 6 more. So this is one that I know I paid $14.98, and this is as cheap as I'm gonna ever get them in the big box stores. Christopher used to sell these in the small hanging baskets for like 14 something, but now they're $16.98. And they do have their bigger hanging baskets. You can find some of the bigger hanging baskets, but they'll be like $21. I'm good. I know that Stable Blues grow really, really crazy. It's not that vining like wild because I did chopped it, and it is outside. The cuttings are gonna go outside. This will stay inside, but I'm gonna let those, I'm gonna let this get as big as it can, and then I'll put it back inside. But just as you can see, it's against the door, but it's getting a lot of light. Beautiful Stable Blue. I remember everybody went crazy over this plant. Everybody needed one, and I mean, if you don't have one, you should add it to your list because it's a really, really fast growing plant. It's beautiful and has like a blue silverish kind of hue. You can see it a lot more in person. It'll look a lot more bluish if you give it more light. It's outside getting bright in direct light, so it's getting the light that it needs, and it's such a cool plant. It also probably gets really, really nicely. Next up is this one. This is a succulent that I got, and I think it's thirsty because it's getting nice and wrinkly. I just thought it was super duper cute. I've never really taken care of one of these. It's called Fenestraria aurantiaca. I know that sounds weird. Not quite sure. They look like fingers. I like this plant a lot. It looks really cool. I like how the tips like a little bit transparent. And wow, the camera is cameraing. Like, it's looking so good. Okay, camera. So here's a name. Yeah, you can screenshot and then flip it on your gallery if you want to find out what it's called. I did the best I could to pronounce it, but you can kind of see how it's dry. And that's how I'm going to water my succulents because I don't want to kill them. I think that's one of the ways to kill a succulent or a cacti is if you just overwater it. It's better to underwater and they would do a lot better, but really, really cool. I think it's gonna bloom. Do y'all see that on this one? It's cool. It's cool. And then here's my first ever Litops. This is our living stone. Oh, it's also known as stone faces. And I think I got it for like 3 something, but here's how it looks. This one's getting ready to split. So cool. They look like alien plants. I just think they're cool. I do gotta repot it, and I've seen people repotting them in terracotta, and they add like gravel around it. I think that's really, really cool. I want to get more into cacti and succulents because there's just so many beautiful ones out there. Here's another one that's also thirsty. Kind of see how wrinkly it is. This one's called candy cane. I know that. Crassula candy cane, and it is gorge. The back is like beautiful too. Oh, I have another succulent. I forgot. So maybe I got like 20 plants on February. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? Like, let me get the other one. The other succulents. Ew, the door made a weird sound. I had it outside because I think it's gonna be happy and it's looking pretty good. This one's so cool. My mom told me it looks like a fake plant and it's so true, it looks so fake. But look at that. It's called, it was soil. Wow. I will try to pronounce it. Anacampseros telefiestrum variegata. That's the name. That's the plant. Look at that. I feel like if I get out of the frame, it might focus even better. Is it? Oh yeah. Isn't that so cool? Like what? I love this plant. And then last but not least is a Tradescantii that I got last week. She's thirsty, okay? I haven't watered her because I had it hanging outside. And the thing, it is so big. My goal was to propagate it because it has 2 plants in one hanging basket. I think one reverted. Maybe they're 2 different, I don't know. But they're 2 different ones. It's pale because it's thirsty. It's just such a big hanging basket. I couldn't find the saucer. So I might need to bottom water it by itself in the tub. The goal was to propagate it. Like taking cuttings, I think this plant's really easy to propagate. But we'll find out. Here she is. She doesn't look that bad from a distance. This one's called Tradescantii Pistachio White. I paid $19.98. It has this one that's variegated. And then it has others that are like just fully green. Like just green. And it's pretty. I like it. I think it's cool. It's just really, really thirsty. And I was gonna water it yesterday on yesterday's plant choice video, but it was freezing outside and it was 50. It was 50. It was not freezing, but I just didn't want to like water it because like I think the plant was already going through a lot with that weather. And yeah, but today I'm gonna water her. The forecast shows nice sunny days these next days. But yeah, those are all the plants that my boyfriend got me for Valentine's and as a gift, and other plants that I got for clearance, and the other plants that I got from Costa Farm's website, some succulents. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know which plant you guys got this month. If you got a lot, just tell me which are your favorite ones. If you don't want to list all of them, I'm just really, really curious to know what y'all ended up getting last month. And yeah, something positive advice to each and every single one of you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!